Hello and welcome to BISP Solutions. My name is Ankita, and today we will continue with our calculation manager business rule topic. In today, we are going to cover the average range function. Then we will also cover the remove function, and then we will see how we calculate the product revenue. So first, let us understand what average range function is. So for that, I will take you to the user guide of Oracle. Okay. So here we can see that the average range calculation function returns a member's average value across the range. This function returns the average value of the specified member across the specified range. As we can see here, the syntax is given below. At the rate average, in parentheses, we will be opting for any of the skip none, skip missing, skip zero, and skip both. Okay. After that, we will have to mention the member name. Lastly, we will mention the X range list. Okay. So I'll show you how we have been using this. So as we can see here, we have used an average range function. Okay. So we have used here skip none as it was given to us in the syntax. Then I have used 4120 member. So 4120 is the revenue member, and instead of at the rate exchange, we have been using at the rate descendants p underscore tp2, which is the product dimension member. Okay, so now we will take you to the requirement. So in the given case, we are basically calculating the computer accessories, the average value of the computer accessories that we get by calculating the average of accessories, keyboard, software suite, monitor, modem, network card, game, camera, and television. Okay, so this is what for the organization, for US organization, we will be calculating here the average of computer accessories. Fine. The revenue, basically the revenue. So now we are going to write a business rule for the same. So here I will go to navigator, and then I will go to rules in create and manage. Here I will expand it, and then I will right click on the rules and will select a new. So here I will mention the name as average range test. So here we are going to select the edit script mode. Here we can see that by default base data has been fixed. So here we are going to use the nested fix function, and I will fix here the scenario as plan, then version as working, financial year as FY24. Then I will be selecting the entity as at the rate children of the member name 200. Okay, so to select the 200, I will first go to the dimension. Here I will select the entity. Here the member 200 is other corporate. Okay, so we can also use the alias name instead of the member name as well. So here I am using the alias name for better understanding. Okay, now I'm going to right here and fix. Then in between I'm going to give the member formula. So here my product will be TP2. Okay, so I will just copy the name of the target value here is equals to @ average range function, then skip none, comma, I am calculating the revenue of the support service. Okay, so I will copy the name to avoid any problem in the future, possibilities of errors. Okay, so here it is 4120. In double quote I will be mentioning the name. After that, after comma, I will be using the descendants function. Then I will copy the name of the okay, here I will copy it from here. Okay, so this is our formula. Now I will validate it. So my rule is being validated without any error. Now I will deploy it. Then I will go to the average range, then I will go to the calculation. So here we can see that we have the value in the individual members. However, we want that to be rolled up to the parent member but in an average form. Okay, we do not want the sum for computer accessories, instead we want average revenue. So for that we have written the business rule, and now I will connect, I will do a smart key connection here. Okay, so here we can see that we have got the value, average value of computer accessories for the month of January, February and March. Okay, so this is how we calculate uh, uh, the revenue using average range function. Okay, now we will move to our second requirement, that is we are going to calculate discount using the remove function. So what exactly we are doing is, let me take you to the requirement. Okay, so here we can see that we have we are calculating the discount payment for consulting fees. Okay, so we can see that the value is being rolled up to the parent member for revenue. Okay, so we do not want to calculate the facilities resources discount amount here, as the customer is not getting any discount for this particular entity. So what we will do here is we will use a remove function for that. I will take you to the syntax and will let you know how we use it. So as the name itself suggests, remove function removes the values or the members in one list from the another list. So here we have the list 1 in the syntax, okay, and another list 2. So the member is being removed will be mentioned to us in the list 2. Either it can be a list of members, that is more than one member, or it can be a single member as well. So in the given case, I have only used a single member. I have to remove from the descendants of the resources. Okay. As we can see here in the smart view as well, that we have removed the facility resources value. Okay. Now I will take you to the calculation manager where I will write the rule for the same. So here I'm going to write a new rule, name it as discount calc using remove. Okay. Name it as remove test. Here I am going to make use of edit script mode. I will fix here the scenario as plan, working for version FY24 for the financial year, and at the rate remove function we are going to use here. Here I will open the parenthesis and then I will mention here the first list. So the first list is at the rate I descendants of resources. Okay, I'll copy the name from the instance here. To avoid error, I'm going to copy it. Okay, I will mention the member name in double quote. Okay, after that I'm going to put a comma here, and then instead of second list I'm going to just mention only one member here. Okay, and that is going to be facility resources, which is 110 member name. Okay, I will copy it here. Okay, so now after that I will mention end fix, and then I will go to the formula. So the formula is going to be the payment discount calculation. So I will go to the account and will write the name as payment discount. Okay, so I will copy it. This is going to be a target here, and I'm going to mention the target in double quote as there is a space in the member name. Okay, then I will be selecting here the consulting value. So it is 4130. This is going to be in double quotes, and then this is going to be multiplied with the percentage. So here I am taking 10%, or else we can also give here the variable. So I'm going to write a variable here. I will create a variable. Okay, so I will name it as discount calc and this is going to type is going to be percentage. Okay, I will put a tick on RTP, that is runtime prompt, and limit it as 0 to 30%. Okay, here I'm going to mention the runtime prompt text, enter discount rate. Okay, now I will click on OK. Now we have created a runtime prompt variable. I will select it and then click on OK. Okay, so here we have the runtime prompt variable in curly bracket. After that, I will save it. Okay, I will write here the percent as 10%. Again, I will mention 10% while deploying it. And finally, I'm going to launch this rule. Okay. So here we can see that we got the value here, except for facilities resources. Okay, where we are not getting any payment discount value. Okay, so this is how we make use of the remove function for an exception cases. Now lastly, we will calculate the production revenue. So for that, I'm going to create a new rule. Product revenue test. Okay, so we are going to write this rule with the help of the drivers that we have. So first of all, I will take you to the requirement. Okay, so here we go. So here we are calculating the product revenue by using units and average selling price as the drivers. So here we have calculated the product revenue for product X, Sentinel standard notebook, Sentinel custom notebook, Envoy standard notebook, Envoy custom notebook, other computers and tablets. Okay, so here we can see that in the C column we have the number of units that is being sold, and then we have the average selling price, okay, in the D column. So after multiplying these two values, we will be getting the product revenue in the B column. So now we are going to write a rule for the same in the edit script mode. So here we are going to use nested fix function. So here my version is working. Scenario as plan, year as FY24. And here we are going to use the level members function. Okay, so here we will get product comma 0. So the product is the dimension here. When we use level member function, we need to mention the dimensions in the parenthesis and then the level of members in which we want the rule to be calculated. So here I want it is to be calculated for a 0 level member. Then After comma, I will be fixing the entity here using I descendant function, and I will fix it as resources. Okay, so I am going to use here and fix. After that, I will write a rule. So for that, I will first go to the instance and I will copy the member from here directly. So here our target is going to be 4160, which is a product revenue, and our sources are going to be the drivers, that is units. This is going to be multiplied with the average selling price. Okay, now I'm going to validate the rule. Okay, now our rule has been validated. Then I will deploy it, and lastly I'm going to launch it. So here we have the product revenue calculation. Okay, here I'm going to refresh it. Okay, now I'm going to copy the drivers from here, and then again I will launch the rule. Okay, I will then submit the data here. After that, I will then go to calculate, and from here I'm going to select the the rule name, product revenue test. After that, I will refresh the sheet. Okay, so here we got the output and there is no error in it, hence the data is being validated. So this is how we write a business rule. For any more queries, please feel free to ask. Thank you.